Hello? There we go. There we go. That was a bit of a delayed reaction there. Alright. Hopefully that's going to work. So, welcome everybody. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully the gremlins and the dramas from last night are non-existent, and that I will be able to do some more streaming. So tonight I thought I would go away from what you guys would normally see. And normal. Now can I select male or female? Oh, yeah. Yes. I'm gonna go female. I'm gonna go mage. I'm gonna go normal. Yes. No, because I really haven't played much of that. So we go to world. But yeah, I want to do something a little bit different and return to the way the Magic Realm used to look before I had to relocate to where I am now. So this is why I've brought back my old overlay. Yes, it doesn't have the chat, but that doesn't bother me too much. We can muck around with that, but essentially there's a slight possibility that I will be able to do more streams with the 4G device from work. So here we are. And if that's the case, I want to get back to my old overlay. I want to get back to the stuff that I play. The stuff that I really enjoy playing. Don't get me wrong, the stuff that I've been playing up to date, I've enjoyed, but there's just some stuff that I enjoy a lot more over others, and because of the link that I do have, I'm not really able to I don't mind that look, except for the hair. No, yeah, no.
You leave me no choice.
Yep, that looks good. Alright, so eyes and ears, mouth and jaw. Facial shape, hair. There we go. I never really enjoyed a female character with the baldness. Don't get me wrong, if that's what people like, good on yous, but that's not for me. Okay, so no. Okay, so we're down to that one, traditional. Or you know what? That one was that one? No, let's do that one. Hey Ash, how you going, mate? Oh, you changed it back, really? You son of a bitch. Did not say that, did I? Accept the changes. Rename with an X. And your car. Hey Ash, how are you, mate? Yeah, this is going back to the setup that I had before I had to relocate. So this is my old overlay. These were the these were the type of games that I was playing beforehand because I had a decent enough internet link to handle it. So while I won't be able to do it with the while I didn't play the other I can't do this overlay with my current internet setup. What I can do is use this when I have the 4G device from work. Have I played the first two? I've never completed either of the first two. I got far into it, but not enough to actually finish the game. Hey Charlie, how are you? You're here for the realm, mate. You're always here for the realm, mate. You're always here. You try as you may to try and steal the realm. How you going, Ash, and how are you going, Charlie? Hope your weeks are being good. You're playing Origins at the moment, you enjoying it? Yes. To be honest, I find Origins a lot better than Dragon Age 2.
Tell me why we shouldn't kill you now. The Conclave is destroyed. Everyone who attended is dead. Except for you.
But
What do you mean everyone's dead?
Explain.
yeah, Origins is hell of a lot better than 2. With 2 they tried a different approach, which is sort of Inquisition is, in my opinion, a mix between Origins and Dragon Age 2. So it takes a lot of the gaming aspects from Dragon Age 2 and the storyline from Dragon Age Origins. Yeah, but like I said, personally I find Origins better than Dragon Age 2.
I don't understand.
Do you remember what happened? How this began?
I remember running. Things were chasing me and then a woman?
A woman?
She reached out to me, but then...
Go to the forward camp, Liliana. I will take her to the rift. It will be easier to show you.
So yeah, I got to be careful too when I'm flicking between screens that if I move outside of the game volume will disappear, so you guys won't hear the game. So I just got to be careful.
We call it the Breach. It's a massive rift
So
into
we
the world of
we're
demons
returning
that
back
grows
to
larger with
the
each
roots
passing hour.
of the magic
It's not
realm,
the only such
back
rift.
to the
Just
sort
the
of things
last.
that I was doing
All were caused
before
by
the
the
move.
explosion of the conclave.
An explosion can do that?
So just to
This
give
one.
you guys an idea of what
Unless we
I
act,
was able to do
the breach
prior
may
to my
grow
move.
until it swallows the world.
So because I haven't really finished Dragon Age Inquisition, I've decided to just
Each
start the whole
time the
storyline
breach
again because
expands,
it's been that
your
long
mark
since I've
spreads,
played.
And
I've
it is killing
completely
you.
forgotten
It may
what
be
I
the
need
key
to
to
do.
stopping this,
So
but there isn't much time.
You say it may be the key. To doing
but
what?
yeah.
Closing the breach.
Give, like I said,
Whether
give you
that's
guys an
possible
idea
is
of what
something
the
we
realm
shall
was,
discover shortly.
particularly for those who haven't,
It is
who've
our
joined
only
me
chance,
since
however.
I've been at
And yours.
where I am now.
You still
For,
think I did
for,
this?
for followers like
Myself?
Papa Bear, he would
Not intentional.
recognise this old
Something clearly went wrong.
overlay
And if I'm
and
not
how things were
responsible?
prior to the move.
Someone is. And you are our only suspect. You wish to prove your innocence? This is the only way.
So if I do what you want, will I live through it?
We have no way
So
of
that, there is a couple of little sort of laggy moments here and there. Unfortunately, last night didn't go really all that well. We had some dramas. Oh, don't tell me it's happening again.
It was a chance for peace between mages and Templars. She brought their leaders together. Now they are dead. We lash out like the sky, but we must think beyond ourselves, as she did.
Like I looks like that settled down a little bit. I think sometimes the video just plays
Until
up
the
the
breach
lust
is
a
sealed.
little bit for me.
There will be a trial. I can promise no more. Come. It is not far.
Where are you taking me?
Let me know if you're noticing those little lag delays.
Your mark must be tested on something smaller than the breach.
My Creator, judge me hard. Find me well within your grace. Touch me with fire and ice against. Tell me I am
Open the gate. We are heading into the valley.
Well, the thing, Papa Bear, is this is a role-playing game, so there's always going to be talking. That's the whole idea of a role-playing game. Normal friendly fire. Yeah, turn that off. Just checking a couple of things. Hide helmet. Yeah. controls, that's okay. Display. That'll be probably why. That's probably why I'm copping a little bit of laggy. Yeah, okay. So that. All the game needs is a little X. What do you mean, Papa Bear? So this might fix some of those laggy issues I was having.
The pulses are coming fast.
And that's the weird thing. It
The
looked
larger the
perfectly
breach
fine.
grows, the more rifts appear, the more demons we face.
How did I survive the past?
They said you stepped out
Some of
the
these
door,
games do, Papa Bear.
then
Some of
fell
them do.
unconscious.
You just gotta.
They say a woman was in the room behind you.
Let me know if that's any better
No one
to you,
knows
Ash.
who she
I've
was.
just readjusted the
Everything
resolution.
farther in the valley.
Yeah, some of these games do, Papa Bear. You need to unlock it though. That's the thing.
I suppose
Because
you'll
these
see
are all
some
story based, you have to like open up the options. Not all of them are, because then that'll change the actual grading of the game. But there's a little bit of game lag delay in those movie sequences.
Stay behind me.
Here we go. Go get the stuff. Go get it. Here we go. Got the stuff. That's all we need.
It's over.
Drop your weapon. Now.
I don't need a staff.
If you're going to lead me through a demon-infested valley, you'll have to trust me.
Give me one reason to trust you.
Because my life is on the line.
You're right.
Well, like I said,
You don't
Papa Bear,
need
at the
a
start of
staff.
the stream,
But you should have
I'm just
one.
showing off
I cannot
what
protect you.
what I could do with a 4G, which means I can play the games that allow
Your
me
life
with the
is
high
threatened
movement and
now.
all that sort of stuff. That's what that's all tonight's all about. Is just to show you guys. So remind the old followers what I used to do, to show the people that have joined me since I've moved the reason why
Take
I've
these
had
potions.
to.
Make
The
a
reason
note
why
of
I
your
had
face.
to move to the games that I'm playing now.
Where are all your soldiers?
So,
At the forward
like I
camp
said,
or
this
fight.
is just more to
We
showcase
are on our
off
own for now.
the internet connection with the 4G device. Because I don't have anything else of, you know, a very high movement game quality wise that I can showcase at the moment. I mean, I suppose we can do some more Euro Truck, but you know, in saying that, everyone's seen a lot of that as well. It's like I said, it's all about tonight's well, basically the weekend's all about the 4G. That's all it's all about. And then from there, because there's the mage skills, and then from there, as this is going to be a potential more prominent.
If we flank them, we may gain the advantage.
Like, I'll be able to use this device a lot more from work. So it'll mean that I'll be able to, you know, do games with high motion and high movement a lot more. But like I said, the RPG games are my bread and butter. That's what I as a gamer, this is the genre that I enjoy playing the most, is RPGs. Particularly RPGs that involve, you know, magic and basically the fantasy era or the fantasy genre. Like 4G, it's a Telstra 4G. So this is actually one of the 4G devices we have at work. So we've got like this whole pool of them, but it's, you know, like I said, it's technically for work,
It attacks
but
from a distance.
As long as I don't go overboard with it, the everyone's happy for me to keep using it. Oh, there's a bit of lag there. Oh, that was good. Yeah. Things like exactly, Papa Bear. Things like Warcraft. Well, see, Warcraft and EverQuest, while they are RPGs, they're also multi-online games as well. So, you know, like I said, I played Warcraft for over 8 years. Actually, I've never played. Actually, I will say that I've never played EverQuest. So yeah, like I say, this is potentially something that you guys will see a little bit more often. So, you know, it probably means, you know, like the Tuesday through to Thursday streams are going to be, I don't know, you know, the games that would be appropriate to stream for an ADSL 1 connection. So yeah, I know, mate. I know. He's told me all those stories, Papa Bear. He's told me all the stories. And how's he going anyway, Papa Bear? I haven't heard from him for a while. I hope he's going well. waste of a rail. It was a train wreck, was it, Papa Bear? Yeah, look, I mean, some of those games do take a while to get, you know, to get the handle on it. And particularly when you're not used to playing those sort of games too. Which is why it's always good, like, if you're playing a game like that, like when you're first starting out, that hopefully that you have, you know, someone to join in with you, so you can learn the ropes together. If you're playing a lot of the MMO RPGs, or even any sort of MMO for that matter, as a single solo player, yeah, you can. Don't get me wrong, you can do well, but the experience is a hell of a lot better when you play with your friends, or you play with people that you know. And if that means, you know, you play around and you find, you know, you find those people online as you play, excellent. You can't wait to get this Dragon Age. Well, this one actually does. The reason why I'm playing this, I want to play this as well, is because.
Who's fighting? You'll see soon.
Oh, okay, so that. Hang on, let me just fix that up just a little bit. That should be better. Is that what you meant, Ash? That the screen was just out of whack. Sorry, I only just saw that. He's sick. Long. Oh shit. Yeah, I didn't want to say anything, Papa Bear. I didn't want to say anything, but I did see he did put a message on his Facebook. I didn't know what it was about though. I didn't know whether it was like for him or, you know, someone else. All good, he's much better now. Oh, that's good. Yeah, sorry mate, I only just sort of picked up on that as soon as I had a look down at my screen. Is he okay, Papa Bear? I may just have to dumb down the graphics just a little bit. Yeah, just taking meds and resting. Oh, that good, Papa Bear. If you are speaking to him, Papa Bear, anytime soon, can you please pass on my best wishes to him and tell him that I'm thinking about him and sending him all the Magic Realm good vibes so that he can get better.
You mean this?
Whatever magic opened the breach in the sky also placed that mark upon your hand. I theorized the mark might be able to close the rifts that have opened in the breach's wake. And it seems I was
You didn't
correct.
have to go down good.
Meaning it could also close the breach itself.
Possibly. It seems you hold the key to our salvation.
Good to know. Here I thought we'd be ass deep in
I was actually going to do some. I was actually thinking of between doing
Barrack
this
Keflis,
and doing some
rogue,
Skyrim.
storyteller, and occasionally unwelcome tag along.
Are you at the Chantry, or...
Was that a serious question?
Technically, I'm a prisoner, just like you.
I brought you here to tell your story to the Divine.
I love these.
Clearly,
I
that
love
is
these
no
guys.
longer necessary.
Yet, here I am. Lucky for you.
So maybe when I get
events.
the two sort of tank characters, I can have the tank character and you gotta go. Oh, that's all right, Ash. No worries, mate. And guys, make sure that you are following Ash.
So I closed the rift. What now?
Now
Oh, of course
we
you
go
would,
to
Papa
meet
Bear. Of
Leia.
course you would.
What a great idea.
Absolutely not.
Anyone would.
Your
Anyone
help
would.
is appreciated, Varric, but
Have you been in the valley lately, Seeker? Your soldiers aren't in control anymore. You need me.
ugh.
My name is Solus, if there are to be introductions. I am pleased to see you still live.
He means I kept that mark from killing you while you slept.
You seem to know a great deal about it all.
Like you, Solus is an apostate.
Technically, all mages are now apostates, Cassandra. My travels have allowed me to learn much of the Fade.
Well, yeah.
Far beyond the experience of any circle
Like
mage.
I said, Papa Bear,
I can
please,
offer
if you
whatever
are
help I
speaking
can
to him,
give
whether
for
it's
the
on the
breach.
phone or if
If
you
it is
go
not
down,
closed,
just let him know that.
we are all doomed.
I'm thinking
regardless
of him,
origin.
and I'm sending him as many well wishes as I can, so I can get himself back up and back up
I'm
on
just
his
trying
feet.
to get through this alive.
Cassandra, you should know. The magic involved here is unlike any I've seen. Your prisoner is a mage, but I find it difficult to imagine any mage having such power.
Understood. We must get to the forward camp quickly.
Well, Bianca's excited.
Bianca. Alright, let's see. So I'm just gonna see when I did all my testing, it looked okay. So oh, did that just lock up? No, we don't want ultra. Yep, that's what we want. I appreciate that. Thank you, Papa Bear. I appreciate that, mate. I really do.
This way, down the bank. The road
I
ahead.
mean,
We
you
must
know,
move
obviously
quickly.
I don't get to speak to him as much as we used to these days, but still doesn't mean that I still count him as a dear friend, and that I'm always wondering how he's going and how the family's going and everything like that. So. To your Facebook? I don't think I have you on Facebook, do I, Papa Bear? Hey, Furby. No, well, it'd probably be new for you guys, because a lot of you guys wouldn't have seen this one before, but this is what the stream looked like before, before the move to where I am now.
Demons ahead!
Glad you brought me now, Seeker.
So, like I said, tonight was just about tonight was about showing to you know people have recently joined the stream or have joined the stream when I have been at the new place to show you guys what what I was able to do prior to my move. Still the odd one or two lag moments. Might have to do a little bit more tinkering. But yeah, with potentially, now let's not get our hopes up, but potentially I could be using the 4G a lot more. So I'll be able to borrow it on a more regular basis from a lot more regular basis. So, like I said, this weekend is all about the 4G and, you know, giving you guys a bit of a taste of potentially what is to come. Now, this won't be a permanent thing, so it won't be like every single stream Tuesday through to Sundays will be like this. It'll be more the fact. It'll be more weekend streams that will be in 4G, and the other streams, so Tuesday through to Thursday, will be on the old on the ADSL setup. So if, like I said, if this becomes regular, I'm looking to sort of look at what I can be playing on weekends, and then working out accordingly what I will be working on during the week streams, or the weekday streams, Tuesdays through Thursdays. Hey, JBZ, how are you, sir? What's going on, mate? How are you, buddy? What's going on? I think there's also a little bit more sort of in-game lag because I've got a couple of extra things running on the stream. That's probably causing a little bit of lagginess delays. Let's see how far we can get into tonight. Been playing some Hearthstone? Nice. How's that going, mate? Are you a seasoned player? Like you play to rank up, or do you just play for fun? So like you're more of the going into the casual ranks rather than going into the arenas. You want to be, but you don't have the money. Yeah, I
You are
understand.
Danish, but clearly away from the rest of your clan. Did they send you here?
What do you know of the Dalish?
I have wandered many roads in my time, and crossed paths with your people on more than one occasion.
What do you mean by crossed paths?
I mean that I offer to share
The
knowledge.
most basic
Only
deck
the
to
attack
carry
no
you
greater
is
reason
rank
to
20.
pursue.
That's not too bad though.
Can't you
Really?
elves just play nice for once?
That's not bad. Do you also do Heroes of the Storm? You said some of the speed. I wish, Papa Bear. I really do, mate. Because it does, you know, honestly, it does.
You alright?
It does kill me a little bit that, you know, I can't give you this every single stream.
So, are you innocent?
You know, and I've got, you know, there's a lot of people
That'll
that,
get you
you know,
every time.
including
Should've
you
started
guys
a
here
story.
tonight that show a
That's
lot of
what
support
you would
and,
have done.
you know, have a
It's
lot of
more
faith in what I
believable,
do.
less prone to result in
And-
premature execution.
You know, like I said, I can't, you know, the best I can do is just keep streaming and just keep doing what I'm doing, and hopefully that's enough for, you know, that's enough for everybody. But you know, sometimes, you know, in my mind, it's not enough. Move to the US. Yeah. So I don't think the US could handle me, Papa Bear. I don't think the US is ready for me. And plus,
I
try-
hope Liliana made it through all this.
She's resourceful, Seeker.
We will see for ourselves at the forward camp.
and
We're
trying to
almost there.
convince the other half to do it, make the transition to move. Yeah, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Unless moving to the US meant that, you know, if we win the lotto or something like that, then that might be a possibility. But I mean, even then, even if we did get the lotto, we probably organise Fiverr to come in here, because it's like to get Fiverr rolled out, it's like about 2 or 3 grand to get that done. If I got some, no, it may be. See, the other thing too is that unless my work sends me over there, that'd be the only other thing that would I wouldn't say get me over permanently to the States, but it will get me over there for a while. Oh, did that change? Nice, man. We have brains? What can you talk about?
Hurry! Use the mark!
Closing the rift. 2. Press an ability screen. Character record. There's the ability screen. Energy barrage, lightning bolt. I'll have a think about that a little bit later. So I noticed, like, with this, there's like particular
Rift is
builds
gone.
and stuff you can
Open
do.
the gate.
Right away, Lady Cassandra.
We are clear for the moment. Well done.
Whatever that thing on your hand is, it's useful.
We're going to open up the gates, or the gates open that we can walk in now. Yep, you can walk in. Well, these people are not going to like me, are they? Oh, you're a freak, man. Alright, there we go.
Ah.
Here we go.
Here they come.
Oh, yeah. Be right back, food? Yeah.
You
no worries.
made it. Chancellor Roderick, this is...
I know who she is. As Grand Chancellor of the Chantry, I hereby order you to take this criminal to Val Royeaux to face execution.
Order me? You are a glorified clerk, a bureaucrat.
And you are a thug, but a thug who supposedly serves the Chantry.
We serve the most holy, Chancellor. As you well know.
Justinia is dead.
Here we go. The fights
Must
begin.
elect a replacement and obey her orders on the matter.
Don't talk about me like I'm not here.
You shouldn't even be here! Call a retreat, Seeker.
Here we go.
Our position here is hopeless.
There's such a
We can
bit of a
stop
delay
this
there,
before
isn't
it's
it?
too late.
You're going to bed, being up all night,
How?
taking your... Oh, that's
You
okay,
won't
but no
survive
problems, man.
to
Thank you
reach
very
the
much
temple, even with all
for
your
joining us
soldiers.
here in the
We
stream. I do
must get
appreciate
to
it,
the
man.
temple.
And
It's the quickest route.
like I said, I hope...
But not the safest. Our
I
forces
hope,
can charge as a
uh,
distraction while we go through the mountains.
We
I
lost
hope the boy
contact
is
with an
feeling
entire squad on
lots
that
and
path.
heaps better
It's
very
too
soon,
risky.
mate. So, like I said, let him know that we're thinking of him here.
Abandon this now, before
And,
more lives are lost.
Send him all the best wishes. And I hope he gets on his feet very soon.
How do you think we should proceed?
Now you're asking me what I think.
You have the mark.
And you are the one we must keep alive. Since we cannot agree on our own,
Soldiers will stand with you to ensure arrival. Scouts in the pass may be lost. Careful, sustain assault. Fast but indirect soldiers will act as a distraction elsewhere. The problem will be addressed sooner. But there may be casualties. Yeah, let's go that way.
Use the mountain path. Work together. You all know what's at stake.
Liliana,
Keep
bring
picking up the wrong
everyone
ones for
left in the
Cassandra,
valley.
aren't I?
Everyone.
On your head be the consequences, Seeker.
Can we like zap him with like a fireball or something? I don't like him already. You get smack him down or something. Oh, okay. Game loading. There we go. Let's go. Up the ladders. Climbing the ladders.
The tunnel should be just ahead. The path to the temple lies just beyond it.
What
Okay.
manner of tunnel is this? A mine?
Part of an old mining complex. These mountains are full of such paths.
And
Now,
your
how does
missing
it full of
soldiers
such
are in
paths?
there somewhere?
Along with whatever is detained
Thank you,
them.
Cassandra.
We shall see soon enough.
Yes, we shall see soon enough. We shall see and deliver. Alright, well, we'll wait for everyone else to come up the ladders. As soon as I start fighting, we're going to be in trouble. Here they come. Oh yeah, don't worry about trying to protect me or anything, Sandra. Jesus. Oh, why are you shooting at that? Alright, that's better. That's better. Alright, what have we got down here? Anything we can explore and enjoy and loot and plunder? Loot and plunder! All the loots and all the plunders. We shall loot and plunder. Welcome back for me. Okay. So nothing there I could really. Loot and plunder and destroy and maim. Excuse me. Just checking on something, guys. Still bring out lightning bolt. Flash fire, immolate. Alright, so if we character record abilities. Wildfire. Flashpoint. Immolate. Pyromancy. Flashfire and immolate. Okay, well, that's what they. And then we can focus on the other stuff. You're going to see how much this game is. Well, I highly suggest, Fermi, that if you're looking to get, like, have a look at Dragon Age Inquisition, have a look at the other games beforehand, because this is the third one in the Dragon Age franchise. There's Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2. And if you, essentially with following the game from Origins, Dragon Age 2 to this game, you can save your character up to the BioWare or the Origin cloud servers, so that you can then import the completion. Like, so if you finish the story in Dragon Age Origins, you can then import that same character into Dragon Age 2, and then import that character after Dragon Age 2 completion into Dragon Age Inquisition. This is a game that I got about I got for Christmas. So it's roughly 12 months old. It is a game that now has a DLC as well, or it has a expansion. I think the expansion is like $20 or $30 or something like that. I haven't looked into it yet, but for the most part, like I said, tonight's all about showing to you guys, particularly people that have joined the stream since the move to this place. So basically since the start of this year. So people who have joined the stream since the start of this year will get a taste and a feel for what I was able to do prior. These were the sort of games I was actually playing prior to my move. Things like this, Shadow of Mordor, World of Warcraft. So, you know, a lot of stuff like that. So, like I said, tonight is more about showing you guys sort of what I was doing before the move, and hopefully that gives you an understanding as to why I've stuck I've stuck with streaming, even with the bad connection. That's probably because when I move between screens, Fermi, that the game sort of lags and stops. The game also, because this is an online game, because everything is constantly talking back to the Dragon Age servers, there's always a slight in-game lag delay. So it's a bit like when we play Ark, we have the in-game lag or the in-game stop because of the communication back to the Ark server.
Yes, we found the soldiers.
That cannot be all of them.
So
But I mean, it like with this 4G, it's going to mean that I can do things like Skyrim, I can do things like Ark, I can do things
I'm
like...
leaving that to our elven friend here.
Look, possibilities are endless. You know, GTA, you know, games that may pull in more viewers or more, you know, more viewers and more followers. Not that, you know, like I said, I mean, yes, I would like to get more viewers and more followers to help, you know, build the stream, but kind of not. Well, it has been a bit of a focus recently because, you know, I'm trying to figure out what I can do with this stream, you know, to keep everyone happy. So like to keep the current people or the current followers happy, to myself, to the mods, you know, basic, and obviously new people coming into the stream. You know, you gotta make them happy as well, because, you know, the only way to build your stream is you know, the slow consistency of new viewers and new followers. So, you know, you gotta sort of make them happy as well.
Lady Cassandra!
Lieutenant, you're alive.
Just barely.
There we go. Now I'll just get rid of the other guys. So yeah, so tonight, yeah, like I said, tonight's sort of, tonight and tomorrow night's all about back to the old roots. So this overlay, the games, etc., is back to the old,
Sealed. As
back to the
before.
old roots.
You are becoming quite proficient at this.
Let's hope it works on the big one.
So whether you
Thank you for
guys,
making you finally arrived, Lady Cassandra. I don't think we could have held out much longer.
you know, just
Thank
hoping,
our
you know,
prisoner, Lieutenant. She
like I said,
insisted we come this
makes
way.
you guys
The prisoner?
a little bit happy. You know what I mean?
It was worth saving you, if we could. Then you have my sincere gratitude.
The way into the valley behind us is clear for the moment. Go, while you still can.
At once. Quickly, let's move!
The path ahead appears to be clear of demons as well.
Let's hurry before that changes.
And the other thing too with this as well is that it will possibly open up the option of doing playing games with the viewers and other streamers, and being able to use
Down the ladder. That's the way
voice
to the temple.
comms. So like I said, with the 4G, I wouldn't say the possibilities are endless, but it opens up more options for me. Or potentially opens up more options for me. It's just a matter of finding out what's going to work and what's not going to work. Like how they go down those ladders. It's like a pain in the ass to climb up them, but getting down is so freaking easy.
So, holes in the fade don't just accidentally happen.
And also
If
could
enough magic
open
is
up
brought to bear,
the option of
It is possible.
streaming to YouTube, because that's available now. So I mean, that's just another option.
We will consider how this happened once the immediate danger is past.
I know there are a few people that are trying the YouTube streaming function. So I can go there. So a lot about this game is not only storyline and exploring the story, it is exploring the maps. Like, see, I mean, that's, this is just one map. Right? This is just one map. So I mean,
The Temple of Sacred
there's still probably a lot more fine-tuning that I'll have to do.
Where you walked out of the Fade, and our soldiers found you.
Oh,
They
I
say a
remember this
woman
fight.
was-
This was a pain in the ass. Hang on. Let's save that.
The rift behind you. No one knows who she was.
I kind of remember this fight. Kind of remember this fight. Yeah. This was a nasty fight.
Breach is a long way up.
You're here. Thank the Maker.
Liliana, have your men take up positions around the temple.
Like I said,
This is
I
your
did
chance
think
to
about
end
seriously thinking about doing
Are you
Skyrim
ready?
because that probably would have brought a few more in. Yeah. Like I said, I just wanted to do something back to the old roots. Hey, Jedi, how are you, sir? What's going on, mate?
I'm assuming
Good
you
to
have a
see you,
plan
mate.
to get
Good
me
to
up
see you. I
there.
hope you're well.
No. This rift was the first, and it is the key. Seal it, and perhaps we seal the breach.
Then let's find a way down. And be careful.
Bit of lag there as I move around. Maybe that's because of my graphics card. Now let's, just for the sake of it, don't particularly want to, but let's just see. Share usage data in addition. Yeah, so let's get rid of that because that's upload game data. Yeah, okay. That should be a little bit better.
Bring forth the sacrifice.
Just woke up, sun is shining,
What are we
kids and
hearing?
wife are happy, so
To
all is
guess?
good.
The person who created the breach.
And how are you, mate? How's the health? I know I asked you that before, but we didn't really catch up too much because I think you had to leave. But how's the health? Okay, let's. Let's maybe just drop it back a little bit. So I know this has helped with frame rates before in other games, so... See how that goes. All's good? Oh, good, mate.
You know this stuff is red lyrium, Seeker.
I see it, Varric.
But what's it doing here?
Magic could have drawn on lyrium beneath the temple, corrupted it.
It's evil. Whatever you do, don't touch it.
Keep the sacrifice still.
Oh, that's good, mate. I'm glad to hear that, mate.
Someone help me!
Okay, so... What are we looking on?
That is Divine Justinia's voice.
All's good? No, that's good, mate. Good. Glad to hear it, mate. I mean, I know I haven't... We haven't caught up for a very long time, mate. So, but still doesn't mean that I don't remember a lot of things that people tell me. I do try my best to, you know, to remember what people are up to or what people are going through, etc., etc.
What's going on here?
Take a bit of concentration, guys. So if I just tune out a little
That
bit, I
was your
do.
voice.
I do
Most holy
apologise.
called out to you, but
What's going on here?
run when you can! Hold them!
We have an intruder. Slay the elf.
That's all good, dude. All good.
You were there! Who attacked? And the Divine, is she? Was this vision true? What are we seeing?
I don't remember.
Echoes of what happened here. The fade bleeds into this place. This rift is not sealed, but it is closed, albeit temporarily. I believe that with the mark, the rift can be opened, and then sealed properly and safely. However, opening the rift will likely attract attention from the other side.
That means demons! Stand ready!
What are we doing? Oh, this is gonna hurt. This is going to hurt. Bang! Oh, that's right. Scary beast.
Now! We must strip its defenses, wear it down.
immune to fire, correct? It's immune. Alright, so it's immune to a lot of the elemental abilities that I've got. Okay.
More coming through the rift!
Ah, come on guys, get him off me. Oh my goodness. Oh, laggy, delay. Oh, okay, that looks better. Ah, wow, that one hurt. That one hurt, didn't it? I'm going to have to try and get some health up. How do I do that again? Oh, that's not what I wanted. How do I get... Ooh, that one hurt. There we go. Down it goes. You got it.
Seal the rift!
Seal the rift.
Do it!
Do it! See, last time I did this, I struggled like for 20 minutes or so until I actually worked out that I needed to be continually closing the rift. Which was a bit of an embarrassment. Alright, so that part of the storyline is pretty much the intro or the tutorial, if you want to call it that. Of course, this is always the fun part, is waiting for the loading screens to do their thing. There you go. finally it's done.
Oh! I didn't know you were awake, I swear.
Don't worry about it. I
beg your forgiveness and your blessing. I am but a humble servant.
Oh, God.
You are back in Haven, my lady. They say you saved.
You're back in Haven.
The breach stopped growing, just like the mark on your hand. It's all anyone has talked about for the last 3 days.
So you're saying they're happy with me?
I'm only saying what I heard. I didn't mean anything by it. I'm certain Lady Cassandra would want to know you've wakened. She said, at once.
And where is she?
In the Chantry,
You tell
with
her.
the Lord Chancellor.
You tell her.
At once, she
Run,
said.
you little scaredy little elven type person. All the loots. Nothing there, nothing there. Pardon me. Patient says, we know someone better at this. The bird, no, nothing more. Is there anything else here? And we're outside. Can we close the door? No, so we can open doors but we can't close it. Oh! Look! It's my legion of followers! Hail! Oh, that's right, this is not Steam, so I can't take in-game screenshots. I wonder what it is with Origin. Oh well. That does not matter. Nothing there. Hail the great man!
That's her.
That's her. That's her. That's me.
They said when she came out of the Fade, Andraste herself would watch over it.
If you idiots say so. Oh god. Nothing in here. No, nothing there.
Why did Lady Cassandra have her in chains? I thought Seekers knew everything.
It's complicated.
It's complicated. It's always complicated. Okay, so that's the exit, which I currently cannot go out of just yet. Well, hang on. I can sell stuff to you, can I?
I believe Seeker Cassandra would like to speak with you.
Rightio. Well, let's find Seeker Cassandra then, shall we? Oh, a bit of gamey lag. Game lag, why you do this to me?
That's her. She stopped the breach from getting any bigger.
I heard she was supposed to close it entirely.
Yes, I was supposed to close it entirely. God. You guys are such whinging mother truckers, aren't you? The threat remains. World map.
Could be with you.
Here we go. Any of you guys want to talk to me? 'Cause normally there's dialogue. All the dialogues. The dialogues. Like a dire wolf, but it's logs. I don't know. Just making shit up now. Oh, read. We can read that. Yay. More reading. Always with the reading. Anything in here? Do have to sort out some of this game video lag, but I don't think. No, you don't want to talk to me? Okay, that's fine.
I believe Lady Cassandra wanted to speak with you.
Oh, now you want to catch up. Okay, that's fine. I can handle that. I can handle that. Oh, blocked by the people. Yeah, so I'm assuming after this talk that I need to do with Lady Cassandra that it's going to open up all the other options, which makes sense.
That isn't Chancellor Roderick's decision, sister.
Wow. There we go. Oh, read. Read.
Have you gone too deep in that? She should be taken to Val Royal immediately. To be tried by whoever
It's down here. Anything good? Read. You can hear them talking about me upstairs. Open. Requires a rogue. All of those will require a rogue. Which I am not. I am a mage, which is why I'm called Magic the Gamer, because when I like playing RPGs, I love playing casters. Primarily damage dealing casters like, ones that do the fireballs and the lightnings and the stuff, but don't mind the odd occasional healer roll either. Don't mind the occasional heals. That's one of the things that I got into playing World of Warcraft, because there was a need for it.
I believe Seeker Pentagast was looking for you.
So, I wouldn't say I'm a great healer, but I did well. I did alright. I did alright for myself.
Chain her! I want her prepared for travel to the capital for trial.
Disregard that and leave us.
You walk a dangerous line, Seeker.
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat. I will not ignore it.
So I'm still a suspect, even after what we just did.
You absolutely are.
No, she is not.
Someone was behind the explosion at the Conclave. Someone most
No worries,
holy
Deadeye.
did not
All good, dude.
expect. Perhaps they died with the others, or have allies who yet live.
I am a suspect,
You, and many others.
but not the prisoner.
I heard the voices in the temple. The Divine called to her for help.
So her survival, that thing on her hand, all a coincidence.
Providence. The Maker sent her to us in our darkest hour.
I am not a chosen one. What more do you want? I am not a chosen one. Are you sure? You believe I'm innocent?
So you've changed your mind about me?
I was wrong. Perhaps I still am. I will not, however, pretend you were not exactly what we needed when we needed it.
That's it,
The
Cassandra.
breach remains.
You are
And your
you
mark
are a
is still
cold-hearted
the only
bitch, but
hope
at
of
least you got some
closing it.
good common sense
This
about
is
you.
not for you to decide.
You know what this is, Chancellor. A writ from the Divine, granting us the authority to act. As of this moment, I declare the Inquisition reborn. We will close the breach, we will find those responsible, and we will restore order with or without your approval.
Run away, little man. Run away.
This is the Divine's directive. Rebuild the Inquisition of old. Find those who will stand against the chaos. We aren't ready. We have no leader, no numbers.
We aren't ready.
And now,
we are
no
not
Chantress at all.
prepared.
But we have no choice. We must act now, with you at our side.
What is the Inquisition of old, exactly?
It preceded the Chantry. People who banded
This is
together
good. This is
to
good.
restore
It's
order
it's
in a
it's
world
nice
gone
to
mad.
be able to
After
stream these sort of
they
games.
laid down their banner and formed the Templar
Don't get me wrong.
Order,
Like I said
but the
saying
Templars
before,
have lost
I've
their
enjoyed
way.
everything else.
We need those
Yeah.
who can do what must be done.
There's been some
united
games where I
under a
haven't
single
really
banner
enjoyed, but
once
I've
more.
played it anyway.
You're trying to start
But
a
it's
whole
nice to get back to my bread
We
and
are
butter
already
stuff.
at
Nice to
war.
get back to the roots.
You are already involved. It's
And I
not
wouldn't
his
mind
opinion.
trying to get
As
hold
to
of
whether the war is holy,
Shadows of Mordor again
that
and go
depends
through that
on
again.
what we discover.
Honestly, that was one of my favourite games.
What if I refuse?
You can go if you wish.
You should know that while some believe you chosen, many still think you guilty. The Inquisition can only protect you if you are with us.
We can also help you.
It will not be easy if you stay. But you cannot pretend this has not changed you.
What is the Inquisition of old, exactly?
It preceded the Chantry. People who banded together to restore order in a world gone mad.
After, they laid down their banner and formed the Templar Order, but the Templars have lost their way.
I like her. I like
We need
Cassandra's
those
accent.
Who can do what
Cassandra.
must be done, united under a single banner
Cassandra.
once more.
But aren't you still part of the Chantry?
Is that what you see?
The Chantry will take time to find a new divine. And then it will wait for her direction.
But I mean,
we
it could also
cannot
mean I
wait.
could do things like Rocket
So
League.
many Grand Clerics
Stuff like
died
that.
at the Conclave. No, we are
So
on
I'm
our
just
own.
being random. I'm just having thoughts
Perhaps
just coming
forever.
into my head and stuff like that. So it's kind of like, get ha.
If you're truly trying to restore order,
That is the plan.
Help us fix this before it's too late.
Alright, so we're back to waiting. Oh, here we go. So we've just reopened up the Inquisition. Oh, birdies, fly! Fly away! Fly, little birdies, fly! See, it's scenery like this reminds me of why I enjoyed playing this game in the first place. Run away, little man, run away. Trust me, there are going to be a lot of deaths as I play this. The music's epic, isn't it? See, that was just the intro. That's taken me an hour and a half to get that. Just to get there. An hour and a half. Oh yeah. Oh, we got the influence. Alright, so now all of these little buildings and whatnot have opened up, so we can get more quests and
Sigrid said the blankets weren't worth selling. He's giving them to the Inquisition for free.
If you're here to clean, Hess can get you a bucket and a broom. Anyone calls you knife here, come to me. Oh, you're her. Thren.
Oh, you're her.
Inquisition quartermaster. I'm doing what I can to supply this mess. If you find what I need to fill one of my requisitions, I'd appreciate you bringing it in.
How does someone end up as quartermaster for the Inquisition?
I served for Eldon under Ten Loge MacTier. Best commanding
Oh, I'm glad to hear it, Tony.
ever seen. After they all turned on him at dinner,
Glad to hear it, mate.
there wasn't much.
It's hard because
Queen and Nora,
you know this is a game. Like I said, it's over 12 months old now, or getting over, or getting close to being 12 months old. So not a lot of people are really playing this now. This was really huge at the time. But I mean, like I said, with a lot of the stuff that I would like to stream, I don't have anything. I don't have anything newer, as well as one that has a bit of popularity to it.
Your loyalty to the man you served is
So yeah.
Quartermaster. Thank you.
So like I said, if this becomes a regular thing, either I'll keep going on with the storyline of Dragon Age, or you know we'll just introduce something new, or maybe I can do like a one stream, you know, throwback sort of stream, like something like this, and another. I don't know. Chev, I just don't know yet. You know what I mean? I just don't know.
We can run with what we have, but we're not a real army. We're stretched thin on materials, so I've put up a requisition list for anything that could help our people. Here, take a look. You find some iron and a good logging site. Maybe Harriet can get our troops better weapons.
If I have material for a special order,
So these
Just take it over there. One of my
sort of
boys
some of
will
these things, as you you
found.
can collect items throughout the game. So you can collect ore, you can collect herbs and stuff like that, and you can use that to help fulfill what they call requisitions. So, like for example, this one here, I don't have enough materials for the schematic yet, but you know, when you do, you can make yourself better weapons. Because a lot of this game, not only the good thing about this game is not only there's the storyline, gameplay, and the exploration. There's a lot of crafting involved in this game as well. So if you enjoy crafting, you know, and going out and just collecting stuff, you know, farming stuff, you can get some really good stuff, really good gear. That lag. Ooh. I've got to figure out what's causing that. Because I noticed in a couple of times that the gameplay, when it lags or it freezes, my frame rate is dropping to like about 1. So I've got a bit more... So what I might do is do a quick save and let's just exit out.
Incoming transmission.
Okay, yes, cool. Thank you very much for that host. So we'll just close the game and restart it, and that might just fix a couple of things there. So I have made adjustments, and sometimes when you make in-game adjustments to the settings, you have to restart the game for that to take effect. So it's not always an automatic thing. But obviously the problem with that is that, you know, you have to wait for it to close and wait for it to start again. It can be very freaking annoying. Do have to quit, and we'll restart. I think hopefully that will make a little bit of a difference. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. So here we go. Ah! It crashed! Are you kidding me? No! Don't do this to me now. Or maybe I'll get rid of that. No, not now. Not now. This is not what I wanted. No. Come on. Come back. Ah, son of... No. Damn it. Oh, maybe I can get rid of that line off that. Maybe that will help. No. Bugger it. I'll just try. I'll just try one other thing. And then I can. Where do I? There we go, Dragon Age. Oh, so it doesn't have those. Crap. Oh, that's going to be a pain in the ass if that's just completely bollocks up. Yep. Okay. Okay. That was a shame. So what I'll do for now then is just for the rest of the stream, I'm going to just change up the games. Alright, so just give us a moment, time to change it up. So we're just going to do some Euro Truck. So, oh, that's not what I wanted. Because of the, I know now. I know why I did that. Hang on, let me just let me just change that up. I have to change the game. That's a pain in the bum. That was a pain in the bum. Not happy with that. Not happy with that at all. So we'll just close down that. And so we'll just do a bit of this for the remainder of trying to work it out and then find out that I can't solve it. But this will be good too, because at least you guys who've been with the stream for a while and know that I have been streaming this game for a while now, hopefully you'll notice a little bit of a difference in the gameplay quality. So, last thing that I remember doing here wasn't so much getting any jobs, it was just opening up some of the map. So we might do that for a little bit. Or, I suppose, I could go back and do some Skyrim. That's sort of the way my weekend's been so far. It's kind of like I'm trying to do something good, and then something happens, and it kills it. I reckon I know what it was. I reckon it was changing it off the DirectX graphics setting to that other one, and that's what screwed it up. But I don't know how I'm going to be able to get back to it. That's the thing. So I'm going to have to do that offline. So I won't do that right now. This is the original overlay kitty before I moved. So as I was saying to a lot of the guys who were earlier in the stream, that I felt tonight with the 4G, I wanted to get back to some of the old Magic Brown Brutes. Unfortunately, I've had to change the game because Dragon Age had a bit of a crash and burn, and I didn't have anything else as a backup to go to. So that's why I'm now on just doing some Euro Truck just for the last the remaining half of the stream. Oh, thank you, Kitty. Thank you. And I've actually changed up some of my. I've reactivated Twitch alerts, so I've changed some of the Twitch alerts. If you guys want to have a see what I've been tinkering around with today. Again, the reason why I did Dragon Age Kitty was because, like I said, I wanted to get back to the the way the Magic Realm, how the Magic Realm looked before, so that you know, people that joined the stream at the start of this year just had an idea of the sort of stuff that I was doing. But you know, in saying that, with the 4G kitty, and if this can be a regular 4G thing with work, it opens up a few more possibilities and stuff like that. So, I mean, streams like Arc are possible now. You know, some of the, you know, for shits and giggles, some more combat. You know, just I've got, you know, a whole new realm of possibilities. Is just, you know, there's a little tag there, and I can completely explore it and see what works and what doesn't work. Yeah, but I had the Dragon Age crash on me, which was unfortunate. So just for now, at the moment with the driving, I'm just driving around. I'm just unlocking some maps. I'm not really doing any jobs at the moment. I just wanted to unlock some of the map, which is kind of what I was doing, like when I play offline. This is sort of what I do, is just unlock, like just travel around and unlock the map. I was overplayed last year because it's a bloody good game, that's why. And part of the reason why I again started playing it again is because there's actually an expansion for it now, and I would have, you know, liked to get into that if that was possible, but I mean, you know, like I said, there's so many possibilities opening up now. Because honestly, Kitty, there's part of me that wants to get back to my RPG gaming roots. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could have just jumped on Skyrim tonight. But I just wasn't not really feeling the itch for Skyrim. But I mean, it means that I'm able to play Skyrim at a decent, you know, I can play it and you guys be able to have decent, you know, viewing. I mean, and actually playing Euro Truck tonight would be a good comparison for guys like yourself who've been, you know, been around while I've streamed Euro Truck, so you can actually see the difference that the 4G is doing. Yeah, if you play, well, that's the thing though, Kitty. The difference is if you're going to play a game 5 times over, you got to make it interesting. You know, you have to make that sort of gameplay interesting. So that means, you know, doing all the storylines and stuff like that. But there's only so much of replayable, repeatable gameplay that you can actually do. You know, and something like Dragon Age, yes, it has that replayability and repeatability because you do the storyline as the warrior, you do the storyline as a rogue, you do the storyline as the mage, but then you change it up by doing the difficulty levels as well. But you know, again, saying that, you know, you're virtually following the same story anyway, so you have to make that sort of stuff interesting. Whereas Skyrim is a little bit different in the sense that, yes, it's virtually the same story over and over again, but Skyrim has a more cult following over Dragon Age, so you can get away with it. But if you're going to just play that over and over and over and over, then yeah, there's only so much you can do. Only so much you can do. That was one of the things that you did. I was full screen on my phone to see the dashboard. I don't. How much of a difference is it, Kitty? I mean, you know. It's hard because I mean coming from, because this is virtually, I mean, to be honest, this is still better than what I had at the previous place, because I was in some areas I was still getting some buffering and pixelization with the games that I'm playing, so this is still a massive improvement on that. But you know, coming from a similar quality to what I've got now was a major kick in the guts, but I knew that things can get better or will get better. It's just a matter of being, patient with it, and being able to survive the storm. But that and that was part of my original motivation for constantly streaming at what you guys are pretty much used to now. Because I knew that, well, okay, while I can't do anything to change the quality now, at least if I kept streaming, I would still be that little annoying little, that annoying little voice in people's heads saying, hey, I'm still here, remember me, I'm still here, kind of thing. But, the other side of the coin too, though, is that there's only so much you can take before you just go, oh my god, why? Yeah, like massive difference. Yeah, I know. I did some Dragon Age game testing earlier today, and I compared that to what I had saved on my hard drive, and even then that difference is like through the roof. So, you know, if this is a semi-regular thing, so I don't want to build my hopes up over this as well, because, you know, this is not permanent. This is a work device. So I mean, this could be pulled under, like the rug could be pulled under my feet at any time. You know. So I'm just gonna, for now, I'm just gonna ride the wave and see where it takes me. But like I said, it does mean it opens up more possibilities and stuff for me. So it means like those games that I was, you know, like Ark and Skyrim and Dragon Age and all the stuff that I was doing, you know, when I first started streaming, I'll be able to do. You know, and even to a degree, the stuff like the Mass Effect games that I was doing, yes, they looked okay on stream, but man, they're gonna look 100% better on this, you know. But because the thing as well is that I won't be able to do like super bloody long, like 12-hour streams with this, because, well, I might be able to. Because that would be only like 6 gig worth of data. But, you know, I keep it in mind that, again, this is a work device. We do have data limits. So while, you know, it's good on one hand that I'm able to give you guys decent quality. On the other hand, you know, you got to keep in mind that it's not always going to be here every time. So it just means that I'll just have to really plan things out really well. So, you know, don't get me wrong, there's a part of me that's, you know, a little bit giddy and a little bit excited about the prospects, but, you know, I still got to keep it real. Still got to keep it honest to myself and honest to you guys, so... can understand why I've done as much work as I possibly can with the bad internet connection to keep it at least semi-viable. So that's why I have the overlay with the game window smaller than what it is now, you know, because it takes less for the server to deal with, so it gives a nice viewing. But, you know, again, the game choices sort of open up. This would be something that would make you super proud. You know, this is This is end goal. This is the end goal to have this permanent, or even better. Because you guys have shown me a lot of faith over, over the last 9 months or so. I mean, it would be nice to, repay and return some of that faith back. With this overlay, I could probably work out maybe a place, like I could probably change the positioning of the web camera spot so to allow the put in the things like the chat overlay and the Xbox controller things and stuff like that. But I just wanted to get, just this basic stuff up and running. So again, like I said, I wanted people who have not seen this side of the realm prior to the move. I don't, like I said, I don't want to get too overconfident with this whole thing. Like I said, it's work. This is a work device. This could be pulled out of my the rug could be pulled out under my feet at any time. Other staff may need it for work purposes. We are on the threshold of our data plan, so I won't be able to use it. I could lose my job and I don't have access to it at all. So yeah, and that's, yes, that's being a Debbie Downer and whatnot, but I have to play devil's advocate as well. I have to be forthright and forthcoming with you guys to say, hey, look, let's just ride the wave and whatever happens, happens, but I don't want to get kind of thing just yet. And the good thing too, another, I suppose, a positive on this is that I could literally have like a second PC or a laptop and have my stream running on the side. So I'll have like my laptop or a second PC hooked into the RoomNet connection, and then I can see what the stream looks as well. But I honestly don't think I need that. But it does mean that I can do multiplayer. I could do multi-streams with you guys. I can have my voice chat back. Did I fix the second monitor? I didn't fix it, I just replaced it. It's still a 17-inch screen replacement. But it's better than nothing. It's better than nothing. And you know, like I said, multiplayer. I can have my ray call back. I can I could do Euro Truck, the multiplayer version. I'm being smart. Yeah. I'm just being logical. Kitty, it's fine, sweetheart. It is absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine. I know you sort of feel a little bit kicked in the guts and betrayed yourself, and I get that. I completely and utterly understand that. I know exactly what you mean. I know what you have to. I know. You know, you're sort of in a bit of an unhappy place. And that's why I do my best to you know, as you do for me, keep you focused, keep you on what you need to hear, or not need to hear, but what you already know, but you just need to have it reaffirmed. You know, so don't you ever feel sorry for talking to me and letting me know what's on your mind and whatnot, because, sweetheart, that's what friends are for. That is what friends are for, and if you know, if I choose to ignore that, then I'm not being a friend. Yep. Is that part of the second person part of the DM that you sent earlier? No, you don't. You don't, Kitty. You absolutely, Kitty. It's fine. It's fine. I have no problem with you talking to me about stuff like this, both in chat, while I'm online or offline. I don't care. Yeah, no, that's fine. And I get that, Kitty. I get that. Trust me, I understand. I understand, and you know what? It's pretty much like you said. Pretty much like you said, that they feel threatened by you. And you know what? Isn't that a good feeling that someone feels threatened by you with what you do? someone is going to do that to you, they're not worth your time. They're not worth your time. They're not worth your time. They're not worth your effort. They're not even worth you breathing about them. You know, I don't know how it unfolded, and if that's something you want to disclose to me later on, that's fine. But you know, I partly hope that said person did actually go through the right way and let you know what was going on. But if not, fuck him. Yeah, I know that, Kitty. I know that you're only happening. But this is the thing, though, Kitty. This is the thing. It's like, you know, it would be like if you know, someone was handing out free food and free shelter and free blankets and everything free to the homeless people. That person or the group of people that are doing that have no intention of threatening anyone. They just want to help the people in need. But for some, that's still seen as a threat because, you know, other people go, well, you know, if they're doing this, why can't the bigger people do it? Or will this person grow into a juggernaut that we can't control anymore? And who fucking knows what goes in people's minds, to be honest, Kitty? And the reason why it's gone down, honestly, I don't think you would really want to know why they did what they did. You're probably hell better off not knowing, even though I know knowing would ease your mind. But I think if you did know, I think that would piss you off even more so. Yeah, well, okay, that's and well, you know, again, Kitty, their loss, and you know, just honestly, I don't know, this sounds harsh, but I would just treat them as the bubblegum on your shoe. Just scrape them off, put them in the bin, and walk away. I'm not one to step on people's heads and get ahead in life. In fact, I'm the one that would say, get on my back so I can get you for. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And of course, and you've done nothing wrong, and they've turned around and they've done all this to you and all that to you, and you have absolutely no idea why. So yes, it hurts, it kills you. And as the saying goes, what doesn't kill you will make you stronger, and you, my dear, will be bigger and better for the experience. You chalk it up, and you know, if, playing devil's advocate in the hypothetical, if said person decides to crawl back, I would not be surprised if you tell them to fuck off. You know, I would not be surprised if you turn around and told them, fuck off. You're not worth my breath anymore. But, you know, if you're the better person and do, you know, offer them the olive branch and whatever else, you know, I wouldn't be surprised about that either, because that would be something that you would do, because, you know, just knowing you over the short amount of time that I've known you, that would be a thing that Kitty would do. And so now, bitch! Oh shit, I was supposed to turn there. Oops. Time to go. Hit a bush bashing. So this is why me playing this game is always bad, because, well, not bad. It's just I can't multitask, that's why. Yeah, that's what I keep saying, can you just be able to picture all over their faces? I mean, you could also be... You could also be crafty, Kitty, and just create a dummy Twitter account and join said person and sort of keep your tabs on them that way if you really, 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 really wanted to. But you know, girl, that I've got your back. I've got your back. And you've got my support. So, you know, I'll support you in anything that you do and back you up in any way possible that I can. Yeah, and yep. You don't, honestly, Kitty, you don't need that aggravation. You don't need the aggravation. You, in my opinion, so you take this as you want to. In my opinion, you're better off just, as I said, scrape the bubble gum off the bottom of your shoe and drop it in the bin and just keep walking. You don't need to think about that shit anymore. It's gone. It's done. It's over. And you just focus on you, and you focus on building the crusade, building the Kitty Empire. Keep that bloody blog going. You just do what's best for Kitty. But you already know that, so you don't really need me to tell you any of that. You already know that already. You're on the PC? Nice. Do I look pretty? How pretty. Bird. And Richie, yay! assume by gay you mean happy. Like gay equals happy. Not in the... And not that there's anything wrong with that orientation, but yeah. This is Rostok. Looks like straight out of DayZ. Hey, well, you know, there's another possibility game that I could do. Is some DayZ or some H1Z1 or something. Russia? No, I don't think so. Oh no, yes. No, Germany. But there's Berlin. Yeah, Berlin. This doesn't go into this doesn't go into Russia. So what I'm trying to do, Kitty, is the yellow roads are the roads that I've discovered. The grey roads are the ones that need to be discovered. So I'm just unlocking houses and such to just open up more dealerships, more recruiting options and stuff like that. So I'm not doing any like driving any driving jobs. Oh, okay. Sorry. I forgot. I honestly forgot, Kitty, that when I last played this, it's I was playing offline, so I moved all the volume settings back up to 100%. Yeah, the in-game music always tends to be super bloody loud. But I do like it that the game has a radio and you can put your own MP3 tracks in. Oops. But yeah, that was the other thing too, Kitty. I also didn't get anything off your library. I was going to look at your suggestion last night that you made about getting something more newer that probably is a little bit more popular, etc., to get viewers in. For some reason, last night I couldn't access your library because I was thinking of, you know, getting like maybe more Combat 10 off your library or something like that. So yeah, you can put your own music in. Yep, I'll show you. It's in the radio, and you can put in the music player. You can put your own songs into the music folder. well, there's the radio streams where you can put the live stream SII in the same folder, and that will just appear up in here. I know that was weird, Kitty. It was really weird. And I was going to hit you up about it, but it's kind of like, you know what? It was after, you know, me spending like 2 hours getting my system back up and running after the blue screen of death crash, and I just went, you know what? Fuck it. I don't want to bother Kitty. I'm tired. I'm grumpy. I just want to go to bed, and yeah, it's kind of like after I turn on the machine in the morning, your library was back. So I don't know. I think there was just a glitch in the matrix. Yeah, because I thought I went. Yeah, I was, and thank you for your reply too, Kitty. I do appreciate that on that one because and honestly, you were the only one that did reply back to that. So thank you very much for that and for the suggestion. And yeah, I did want to have a look at exactly what you said and try exactly what you mentioned. So yeah, glad this is working out. I'm glad this is worked out tonight with the 4G. That's great. I know I do need to rebuild my system. I think that's part of the problem. Sorry, what? Don't be silly, Kitty. Don't be silly. Looking at everything on the dash because you can actually see it now. Do you want to see the comparison with the other overlay? I do also want to change up my my soundbite for the tip notification alert. All right, just give some mine. So here it is. On the old, well, the other newish overlay. You want to see the test ones? Yeah, absolutely. I'll jump back to that overlay because that's where I've re-enabled the alerts. They're not activated on the other one just yet. You like the other one? You like this one? Yeah. So I've like I said, I've played around with a couple of the follow alerts and whatnot. So I've got that one and another one. And this one's the donation one.
Shut up and take my money.
So I want to change the soundbite for that, but I'm just not quite sure where I'm going to do that with yet. Yeah, absolutely, Kitty. I actually, it actually is a Photoshop template. And then that's just the...
Incoming transmission.
So that's what I've been mucking around with. But yeah, the definitely, Kitty. I can email you that template. It actually is a Photoshop template. So yeah, so this is what I'm thinking, Kitty, is that when I have 4G stream, I'll be using this overlay. When I'm back to the RuNet connection, I'll be using the current overlay that I've been using for quite some time. Yeah, absolutely, Kitty. I can do that. Yep. Now, if you, I know you haven't asked the question, but I'm sure it's on your mind. How have I done the overlay so that it changes colours? So I'm sure you'll be wondering how I did that. Whoops. Yeah, that's very easy, Kitty. It's very easy. For OBS, I don't know how you do it in XSplit, but in OBS, what I have done with that, what I did, so with the overlay template, all I did was just change the template for the color scheme that I wanted it, and then saved that template as a separate, a separate file or a separate JPEG file. So I have, I think it's 6 or 8 different colors. So each one is a separate JPEG. So this is why it's good having the template. So you have the template, so everything's all in the same place, so you're not redesigning from scratch. So I've just changed the colors and saved it for every color that I wanted. So I've got one for red, I've got one for green, I've got one for yellow, one for orange, etc, etc. And then in OBS, there's a slideshow option that you use as one of your sources. So all I've done is just added every single color JPEG into the slideshow image source, and then I've got it set up that it doesn't fade, so it just changes the color, and it's set to change colors every 10 seconds, or set to change every 10 seconds. The other thing that I can do is set it so it does a random color every 10 seconds as well. That is an option, but I haven't done it for this one. I like the flow of colours that I've done now. I mean, and by means I have no Photoshop knowledge at all. So I sort of found a bit of a tutorial on how to do it, and I just followed that. Saved the template for each, like I said, saved the template for each color that I wanted, and yeah, created a slideshow in OBS, and that is how it's done. But yes, I will say that this overlay was a template that I downloaded from the internet. I don't remember where I got it from. If I'm able to find it, I can send you that link as well for part of your blog, because this is not my own work. This is just a template that I downloaded from the internet, just doing a Google search when I first started. But yes, absolutely. I can email you a copy of that template. If you would like, I can email you also one of the color overlays, so you can see the template versus how it looks for myself. If that's something that you would like, you just let me know what you need. That's not a problem. And you should still have a copy of the other overlays that I've done, or that you got done that you were able to get done for me. Yes, what you need, kitty. You heard me. Kappa. I will say though, Key, that having all of this set up the way, like I said, back to the original roots, it kind of, I feel at home. Oh, is the bot out of action? Holy crap! Bot, what are you doing to me? You just like the song. Hang on, let me... No, the bot's online because it's just done your... I'm just having a look, kitty. I'm just having a look. No, it's there. I feel a bit pity that I have noticed a couple of times the command works, but the sound effect for whatever reason. No. I just previewed. I just previewed that one, Kitty. I do find that sometimes when a sound effect command is done, that the bot doesn't play it. I don't know why. It's really weird. Like your kitty growl worked absolutely perfectly. I still love that growl. I absolutely love that sound effect. I'm glad. I'm glad that you love that sound effect, because it kind of would have gone. She doesn't like it. Right, there it is. See, and that worked straight off the bat. Stupid bot. Mercedes-Benz. Ah, yeah. Oh yeah. Like I say, Kitty, it's nice to be home. If you know what I mean. It's a bit of a bugger. I'm not able to do this all the time, but hopefully, you know, with the weekend streams. So that's my only sort of. I'll probably talk to you about it offline, because I'm sure you don't want to. I'm sure I shouldn't be talking about stuff like that while I'm streaming live. But I suppose, like you said, I just need to find the games now. I think maybe that will help pick and turn things around. Kind of a bit spewing though that Dragon Age shat itself, because I was actually starting to get back into it and starting to get back into the groove of it. But I suppose that's why I got Skyrim. And I could do Borderlands. Oh, wow. You know, and even the full screen mode would look a hell of a lot better. Sorry, I know I'm just repeating myself tonight with a lot of stuff, but yeah. Honestly, Kitty, I have absolutely no idea what games I want to play. I mean, like I said, with my current library, it means that I can, I can still play this game, you know, and give you guys, you know, a really good stream with this game. I can do Ark, you know, I can go back to Ark and start focusing on that again. I can play games like Skyrim and Dragon Age, you know, get back to my RPG roots. You know, do stuff like, you know, like I said, have multiplayer gaming sessions. You know, like how you guys did Rocket League today. You know, I could do Rocket League for fuck's sake. I honestly don't know, Kitty. I honestly don't know. Because I think what would be, I mean, I could do Mortal Kombat. I mean, mind you, I'm really shit at Mortal Kombat, but I mean, you know, it's like, what I can tell you what I won't do is your things like your Counter Strikes and stuff like that. I won't do Counter Strikes or anything like that. I may do a team, like I may do Team Fortress, but I would only do Team Fortress, you know, with followers or viewers. First player shooters, no, I won't do that. I could do like Heroes of the Storm, you know, like the game that it's similar to what Harlem Struggle plays, Heroes of the Storm. But I suppose I could flip that back to you guys, and what would you guys would like to see played on the stream? Hey Eric, how you going, man? Good to see you again. But I mean, I do got to keep in mind too that you know, a lot of these games are very hardware intensive, and for the most part, I'll be able to run probably 90% of the games, but there's probably going to be a few where I will struggle with, particularly if it comes down to the GPU. You woke up before us while she was streaming, then you fell asleep. Hey Eric, don't worry mate, the amount of times that I have heard that if people can't sleep, that they actually come in and watch my stream and I help them go to sleep. I don't know how to take that, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I find that quite hilarious that, you know, people, like, if they're struggling to go to sleep, that they jump in the stream until, and that's what puts them to sleep. It's like, okay. That's one way to sleep with Kitty. You woke up many times because you had drunk lots of energy. Oh man. Aren't those energy drinks insane? I pretty much keep myself away from caffeine after like 8 o'clock, otherwise it just completely throws my sleeping pattern out the window. The only thing that I will do though is like when I'm having a couple of quite adult beverages, which I do occasionally have on stream. They're the only things that I mean, and I'm not saying it's a good thing and you should be doing it or anything like that. But, yeah, if I have a couple of adult beverages, I find that they tend to help me sleep a little bit better as well, even though a lot of those drinks are full of caffeine. But, yeah. Definitely, yeah, those energy drinks. I remember when I went through 4 energy drinks for my 12-hour stream. Yeah, I felt a bit wide after the 4th one. Brawlhalla, yeah, I have that one. I have Borderlands 1 and 2 Kitty. Evolve. H1Z1, yes, I have H1Z1 because I won that on one of your Friday giveaway nights. Which people, you should follow Kitty and make sure you earn up your bitch points with Kitty and you can get a free game in her Friday raffles. I'm not sure about Evolve. I mean, I sort of was a little bit fanboyish of Evolve when it first came out, but I mean, hell, I could even go back to bloody Tomb Raider, Kitty. How good would that look on the stream? Go back to Tomb Raider. I mean, that looked okay on the old Link, but oh, that's gonna look phenomenal. And actually, I actually do have a 40% code for Evolve as well. With Green Man Gaming. Because when I was doing the Bioshock streams, I actually had the Play Fire little application running in the background, and yeah, when you play games that you buy from Green Man Gaming that are in your library, you earn reward points for playing those games. And one of the rewards that I got for playing the Bioshock Infinite was a 40% Evolve code. Is there an adult beverage giveaway? Oh shit. You're a bit of an addict to energy. Yeah, those energy drinks do have an addictive nature to it. But be careful, because the stories that I hear about those things. No, don't go overboard. Don't go overboard. Oh, yeah, Kitty with her adult beverages. She had Martini Friday for her Friday night stream, which is very rare. You don't see a Martini Friday for the Kitty stream. What I think I'm gonna need to do though is maybe get some more lighting for the web camera, because I can even see where I am sitting now. It's a little bit on the darker side, and the lights here are not very brilliant. So I'm gonna have to maybe like get a standing lamp or something and have that off to the side somewhere. It was a rough day. I see what you did there. It was rough, was it? It was rough, was it, Kitty? You were going to say what? What were you going to say earlier, Kitty? You know a great blog that talks about lighting? Really? Do you? Well, feel free to share it in the chat, Kitty. Meowbitch.tv. Well, hang on, isn't that your blog, Kitty? Isn't that your blog? Seriously, ladies and gentlemen, go check out meowbitch.tv. Go check out her blog. Go support the blog. It's a fantastic read for all streamers of all levels of experience, whether you're new to it or you're your streamer has been going for 6 months or a year or whatever. It's a fantastic blog. even if you're just interested in saying, oh, you know, I wouldn't mind try streaming one day. What would I need to do? I mean, the blog right there is perfect for that. It's a weekly release. So always, well, for me, it's released on a Friday, but for Kitty, it's released on a Thursday because she's over in the States. It's a great lunchtime read for me. I always read Kitty's blog at my lunchtime because that's generally when she posts it. It's roughly around about my lunchtime. So my Friday lunchtimes are always open up with the meowbitch.tv blog. And I mean, I learnt a fair bit from her blog this week actually, because I've got absolutely no idea when it comes to lighting or anything like that, because absolutely bloody hopeless when it comes to anything of that nature. So I found it really, I mean, all of her other posts have been really informative, but for me, that one sort of, you know, it was really explained well that even for someone who's got, like myself, who's got absolutely no idea about lighting and the pros and cons of lighting and why you need it, it was well written, well constructed. Always worth the read, and while you're at it, if you're not already, while you're over there at meowbitch.tv, click on her Twitch link and go send her a follow as well. You won't be disappointed because she is a fantastic streamer. Hello the Hoof! How's it going? A bot post or even a Twitch plugin? What do you mean, Fern? You got your capture card? Nice. Nice. Oh, that would be nice for me to get a console. Oh no, Kitty has plans for all that, Fermi. She's going to cover all aspects of streaming, so there will be a blog on bots and stuff like that. I know Kitty's, to be honest, Kitty has her blog mapped out very well as to what topic she's going to do, like, in advance, so she already knows what she wants to do. Good to see everybody in here tonight. Thank you very much for dropping in. Yeah, I know you have, Kitty. Yeah, I mean, her blog's going to cover everything from, you know, already what she's covered so far. you know, she's mentioned she's doing overlays and stuff this week. It'll cover mods, it will cover handling trolls, cover bots, cover, you know, setting up your Twitch alerts, or the various Twitch alerts. Yeah. It will literally cover everything. And you know, and it's not all done by Kitty as well. She does get people that she knows and trusts who have knowledge on certain areas to get involved. I know there's like one of her previous posts was on OBS versus XSplit, and she got Kerry Gaines and Malice to you know, to write something up for that particular blog. Because I mean, she admits herself that she does not know everything, or she's not proficient enough in certain areas. So, you know, what better way to get information out than ask people that you know? But in saying that, to get them to contribute to her blog is even better. You need to start the blog for photography? Yeah. The one that you're most excited about is the interview with the partnered streamer. Nice, Kitty. No, that would be good. That would be good. We're just thinking about it. Hey, nothing wrong with that, Kitty. Whatever rocks your boat. So like I said tonight, for those who have just joined in the stream tonight, I'm not actually doing any cargo runs or any delivery runs. Tonight's just driving around and unlocking roads and cities to explore more of the map, which in turn, game-wise, will help me particularly with recruiting agencies. Gives me a wide range of people to select, so I might find, you know, better drivers cheaper. Unlocking truck dealerships. Down the track, if I continue on with this game, the plan is to own a garage in every city in the starting country that I began in, which for this game is Germany. You don't unlock roads per se. What you do is you discover the roads. So you can see on the GPS there that some of the roads are grey. So those are roads that I have not been on. And then and you'll see here as I'm coming up now, that you can see that in front of me is a road that's marked as grey. And as you drive over those roads, it becomes part of your knowledge base, I suppose. And some of the in-game achievements in Steam for this particular game is exploration of the map. So you can just see there that the road has gone from grey to yellow. So that means that I have driven on that road. So yeah, I suppose there was a bit of confusion there. Unlocking is not the right word. So I apologise a bit for confusion there, using the probably incorrect terminology. And yes, you are not imagining things. The stream is looking heaps better. I am running with a 4G mobile broadband device from work. So which is allowing me to stream at 540p instead of a really crappy mix between 480 and 360. So and not trying to, get overly excited or make promises that I can't keep, but this device might be a more regular occurrence for here or for the stream. So there'll be a lot more streams in this sort of quality. Probably more of the Friday, Saturday and Sunday streams. The other ones throughout the week will possibly remain on the old connection. But if this current plan works out, yeah, there should be a lot more game content that you guys probably wouldn't have seen here before. So that's a bit excitement. But like I said, it's not a permanent deal, so I can't always guarantee or promise that it's going to be this way forever and a day. I wish I could. But yeah, if like I said, if it works out, I'm gonna be back into overdrive mode on what I can show. And I'm quite happy, Kitty's made some awesome suggestions, and I'm quite happy to listen to other suggestions that people have that they may want to see. I was doing some Dragon Age earlier today, but the game ended up crashing after I made a couple of adjustments to the settings. So I didn't have anything as a backup, so I just moved over to some Euro Truck, and I'm sorry I cannot talk properly. I'm not the most eloquent speaker on the planet. But yeah, like I said, all I'm doing tonight is just sort of driving around and discovering more of the map. Because I made a couple of in-game changes to optimize it a little bit better, because I was having a couple of issues where the frame rate would drop down to like about 5 or so in the video sequences, and I had it all working fine when I was streaming this like months ago. Towards the end of last year when it was originally released. But tonight was just all over the joint. But yeah, after those changes and stopped and restarted again, the game no longer wants to load. So I know it's one of the changes that I've made. I just don't know how to get back into the configuration to fix it, and I didn't want to waste a lot of people's time waiting for me to work it out. So it was just easier for me just to jump onto another game and just run with that for a while. At some point I do need to get ready for my stream, but I have a lot of work to do. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. But, oh shit, it's 11:30, holy shit. So what I'll do, guys, I'll play for about another half an hour, so that'll take me up to midnight, and I'll finish the stream there. I just need to check something. Yeah, no, nothing. It's better than sitting around bored as hell. It actually is good to having the 4G because I'm able to have the browser open and check things, which is nice. I hope tonight goes off without a hitch. Nice. You streamed the other day and had a fair few people in. Nice, Phoebe. That's the way. When are you streaming these days, Fernie? Today celebrates 2 months of streaming for you, Hoove. Nice. Oh, editing photos. Nice, dude. Yeah, people love that. People love that sort of stuff, Fernie. And you know, because and it's good for you. It's good for you too, because obviously, clearly, there's going to be other people who have a keen interest in the same, in the same sort of creative design work. You know, that they could learn, oh, well, this is how this person does this particular thing. Ah, okay. You know, they may learn something out off your stream. System Shot 2, doing FFX, BOF, and random 64 days. Nice. Facecam was used as tablet. Oh, Guitar Hero 3 on the controller. Nice. The Guitar Hero streams still are relatively popular, yeah. I think this is this will be the last stop out of the waypoints that I created. So yeah, like I said, either I'll finish on midnight or I'll finish this job, whichever one comes first. You're going for 24 hours, Jesus, man. Well, good luck to you on that. I struggle with the amount of hours I just do normally, let alone bloody worry about a 12 hour or a 24 hour. When do you need to head off? When do you need to head off, Kitty? Because I know you have to. I know you've got a birthday party or something that you have to go to today. You just want to see if you do. To be honest, most streamers try and do a 24-hour just for that reason, just to see if they can actually do it. I know personally I won't be able to do it. I know I won't be able to do a 24-hour stream. And not because of the internet connection that I have won't allow me to do it. I just know that my endurance for 24-hour gaming stream, just won't happen. What if I did do one of a 24-hour, what I would do is just see how long I would go as a once-off. But yeah, I know my endurance won't allow me to stream for 24 hours straight. Yeah. No, that's okay, Kitty. I knew you had to. I knew you were heading off soon, so that's all good. Actually, I'm nearly done here anyway. I've got about 250 kilometers to go on this trip, so I think this will definitely be the end of like once I've finished here this particular travel. Yeah, that will be it for me for the night. Yeah, well, that's all you can do, man. You just see how you go. I mean, you got nothing to lose, and you lose nothing. You know, you don't lose anything out of it. So, you know, you just try it and see what happens. Really. Worst case scenarios is that you don't. Shit. You don't. You know, you're unable to finish it, and you know. There are a lot of, you know, streamers that have tried a 24-hour and not get through it. You'll lose sleep. Well, you'll get none in 24 hours. Unless you pass out while you were streaming. Your longest was 9.5. So that's pretty good. The longest that I actually did was an actual 12-hour stream, and that was when I reached 500 followers. I did a thank you stream, or an appreciation stream. Sorry, when I reached 500 followers, and I'll be doing something similar when I reach 1,000. And it's also the main reason why I have the Save the Bum fund going as well, because if I was going to do like future long streams, I'm going to need a decent gaming chair to do that. And the one that I have now is just not going to do the job. Shit. Too busy watching the chat. I hope you don't pass out on stream. Oh, it doesn't matter if you do, mate. Don't worry about it if you do. Like I said, you won't be the first or you won't be the last, so don't worry about that. Do I need new brakes? No, I just gotta watch what I'm doing. Don't text and drive yet. Exactly, kids. Shouldn't be reading that smartphone and texting while you're driving. So just under 200k, or just a bit over 200k to go, so we are nearly there. I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream tonight. I do appreciate everyone coming out and checking out the stream in 4G. No idea what I'm going to do tomorrow night. So this is the thing, normally I would always have my stream weeks planned and mapped out so I know what game I'm playing on what day, but I recently no.
Nope. Shut up and take my money!
Oh, thank you very much. Who's that? Hang on. Who? Thank you very much for that chip. Have a trip to the hindquarters headquarters. Good one, dude. No worries. Thank you very much. And for that hoof. I appreciate that chip very much. you very much. That will go towards that chair. Dance and drive. Gee, we haven't had that one used for a while. Where do you think Kitty got it from, Hoof? Oh, you're off, are you, Fermi? No worries, mate. No worries, sir. Thank you very much for hanging out in the strip. I do appreciate it, mate. Stole it. Well, you didn't exactly steal it. Didn't exactly steal it, Kitty. You did ask me if you could use it. So, technically it wasn't a steal. Hello, Steaming Floaters. How the hell are you? Long time no see. Can we have a shout out for Steaming Floaters, please, Kitty? Fantastic streamer from the UK. Oh, everyone steals from each other's streams. Thank you very much, Kitty. I do appreciate that. And how are you, Steven Floaters? How did your stream go earlier today? I was in there lurking while I was modding Kitty's stream today. How did your stream go earlier? Been busy with Unity? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about that, sir. Everyone's got life to attend to. It's not like that I tell you, hey, I'm streaming now, you need your ass to be in here or else, you know, big smacks come your way. Everyone's busy, everyone's got real life. I mean, hell, I can't get into a lot of my favourite streamers' streams because of real life. The stream went really well. I'm starting to get back to... Oh, good. You like the overlay? Nice. Yeah, this is... this is how the Magic Realm looked prior to moving in January at the start of this year. So this overlay was my bread and butter. It was part of the Magic Realm. Clearly the game wasn't, but there's a possibility of me being able to use the work 4G mobile broadband device on a more regular basis, which will mean like there will be more streams of this image quality or this video quality. So it you know, I actually was streaming earlier at the start of the stream. I was streaming Dragon Age. Just basically, I was going to use this weekend as old school Magic Realm, as I like to call it, or going back to the the Magic Realm routes. And if this does end up being or panning out the way it should, it sort of revamps the stream, revamps the channel, revamps me. It won't be permanent, so not like I won't be able to have Tuesday through to Sunday streams like this. It's going to be basically my weekend streams are going to be like this. So it does mean that the ones in the middle of the week are going to be at the bad quality, if you want to put it like that. But I'm sure that will be enough to work around. Hey Madness, how are you, sweetheart? Good to see you, even though we are getting towards the actual end of the stream. Yeah, oh, look, it is good news, steaming floaters, absolutely. But as I was saying earlier in the stream, this is not guaranteed. This is not promised. This can be, the rug could be pulled out underneath my feet at any time, because it is a work device. You know, if someone in the company needs it for business purposes, then they'll get priority over it. Our company has a data plan, so if we're about to reach that, I won't be able to use it. Or I could lose my job, then I'm completely stuffed. So, like I said, it's not always a guaranteed thing, but it will mean more semi-regular streams of this quality, yeah. Hoover's gone to lurk. All good, mate, all good. Magic looks beautiful. Get out of here. We've got the bum fluff and everything going. No. Is it here? Yeah, this one I need to go down. So all I've been doing tonight is just basically driving around. I haven't really done any, well, I mean, that's all you do in this game really, but I haven't done like any delivery jobs or anything like that. Some do steaming, others don't. Because I get told fairly regularly that I should get rid of it. Especially by the minion, because she doesn't like being tickled, like her face tickled with the bum fluff. So we're nearly. This was the end of the round trip that I set myself up a few days ago. So, and it is getting on to midnight, and I have an outing with the family at the beach. So I'm gonna park the truck here. Yeah, I know. We've had a good night. Oh yeah, I'll probably have to repair because we've done a fair bit of driving. Wow, oh that's right, because we also did a couple of stacks as well. Mini magic? Yeah. Who's my minion? My little one. You hear me talking often about her on the stream. I keep her name out of it as much as I possibly can because that's how I roll. She will come in occasionally while I'm streaming and take over. So we're going to rest up. We're going to save there, but that, for me, my friends, is the end of the stream. I do apologise to those who are only just recent, who just only dropped in the last half an hour or so, but it is time for me to go, unfortunately. So, with that said and done, it is time for the goal. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming in and showing some support to the stream in 4G. 4G. Let's see who is on that we can do a raid. Yep. So we're gonna go raid my good mate over the Tasman, Spectre Chimera. So wait to the closing credits and I will punch in that command there, but just hang tight. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining me tonight. Have a heap of fun with you guys. Hope you enjoyed the 4G. Got some pretty good traffic in tonight, so that was good to see. So hopefully that is the start of better things to come, but that's enough for me for now. You guys are super bloody awesome. I love each and every one of you. Thank you very much for your patience and for your continued support. I will say good night. I'll see you tomorrow night when the portals of the Magic Realm reopens. This is the Magic the Gamer signing up. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you guys all on the flip side. Bye!